World War II, a global conflict of unprecedented scale. From the ashes of defeat in North Africa, a new breed of warrior emerged, the Special Air Service, or SAS. These were not your typical soldiers. They were masters of stealth, sabotage, and unconventional warfare. The SAS thrived on risk, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. Their motto, "Who dares wins." The SAS was the brainchild of David Sterling, a maverick officer with a knack for unorthodox tactics. He envisioned a small, highly trained force capable of striking behind enemy lines, disrupting their operations and sowing chaos. This was a radical departure from traditional warfare. It required cunning, adaptability, and nerves of steel. From humble beginnings in the Libyan desert, the SAS quickly earned a reputation for their daring raids and lightning-fast strikes. They were experts in sabotage, targeting enemy airfields, supply lines, and communication hubs. The Germans, caught off guard by the SAS's unconventional methods, learned to fear the phantom raiders who seemed to vanish into thin air. The SAS's success in North Africa paved the way for even bolder missions. As the war shifted to Europe, the Allies recognized the need for a force multiplier, a unit that could strike fear into the heart of the enemy and pave the way for Allied victory. The SAS, with its proven track record of daring and innovation, was the perfect choice. As the Allied advance continued through Italy in 1943, a new challenge emerged: the heavily fortified Gothic Line. This formidable defensive barrier, stretching across the Apennine Mountains, threatened to stall the Allied advance. The Germans were determined to hold the line, and breaking through would require a monumental effort. It was in this context that Operation Galia was conceived. The mission to infiltrate deep behind enemy lines in northern Italy, disrupt German communications and logistics, and pave the way for an Allied offensive. It was a mission fraught with risk, requiring stealth, cunning, and unwavering courage. The task fell to the SAS's 2nd Special Air Service Regiment, led by the legendary Lieutenant Colonel Robert Blair, Paddy, Mayne. A towering figure known for his physical strength and unwavering determination, Mayne was a veteran of countless daring raids. He handpicked a team of his most experienced and resourceful men for this perilous mission. The plan was audacious, to say the least. The SAS would be parachuted into enemy territory, hundreds of miles behind the front lines. They would then link up with local partisan forces, the Italian resistance fighters who knew the terrain and could provide invaluable intelligence. Under the cover of darkness, the SAS team boarded their transport planes, the roar of the engines a stark reminder of the danger that lay ahead. The flight was tense, the air thick with anticipation. Every man knew the stakes, the slim margin for error in this high-risk mission. The drop zone was a small clearing in a dense forest, miles from their intended target. Landing safely was just the first hurdle. Now they had to evade enemy patrols, navigate treacherous terrain, and establish contact with the Italian partisans. The risks were ever present. German patrols roamed the countryside, their suspicions heightened by the knowledge of SAS activity in the region. The men moved stealthily, relying on their training and instincts to avoid detection. Each step was a calculated risk, a delicate balance between speed and caution. The human element was paramount. The success of the mission hinged not only on military prowess but also on the SAS's ability to forge alliances and work effectively with the Italian partisans. These were men and women who had been fighting the Germans for years, their knowledge of the local area proving invaluable to the SAS. Once they had linked up with the partisans, the SAS wasted no time in putting their training to use. They launched a series of daring raids on German installations, targeting communication centers, supply depots, and transportation hubs. Their goal: to sow chaos, disrupt German operations, and keep the enemy off balance. One such raid targeted a key German supply depot. Under the cover of darkness, the SAS infiltrated the facility, planting explosives that detonated with devastating force. The resulting explosion sent shockwaves through the German lines, disrupting their logistics and demoralizing their troops. In another instance, the SAS received intelligence about a high-ranking German officer traveling by car along a secluded mountain road. They set up an ambush, their knowledge of explosives and their marksmanship proving deadly. The successful operation dealt a blow to German morale and sent a clear message: nowhere was safe from the SAS. These were not merely acts of sabotage, they were displays of tactical brilliance, and calculated risk-taking. The SAS, outnumbered and outgunned, relied on their cunning, their training, and their ability to strike at the heart of the enemy's vulnerabilities.